that, but he's done well so far with that ping, and we might see it again. Kaizen is going to make it an early attempt as well as Chaotic gets on this and centers it again. MD misses that as it gets defended away. MD, can he redirect that? It was a very tough pass in to take, but a good opportunity nonetheless, unable to capitalize on it.
Well, good to see Msheireb Esports already staying aggressive and really attacking this Tokyo Verdy side. Can't find much quite yet, but LCT going to play this off the back iron. Going to go for the double tap as realized, but he plays it wide out of the corner. Will be MD to flick it downfield to get more distance on it. LCT, good 50-50. Actually goes into a pretty precarious situation, but realized should be there to contain it. Kaizen going back down off the ceiling. Maxu with a difficult play off the back iron. It will go. Chaotic with a shot on target. Realized needs to save this one out and will do so successfully. As we near the first minute of play, both teams jockeying for position. None really able to create much of an advantage so far, really get any multiple touches in. Chaotic with the musty flick going for every sort of advantage, every sort of fancy footwork play there, but can't find the back of the net with it. Kaizen, good drop down pass over to MD, and it will go right over to the side. And with Realize to clear it downfield will be a chance to settle and rotate back for boost. So both teams giving it everything they got in this first game of this best of 7.
Yeah, and I mean, you asked the question of whether you, I thought that Msheireb was going to be able to bring the skills that they really worked into their series against 1&E in here, and already we're seeing that. So many opportunities taken from positional advantages. Chaotic has to send this home, does sneak it into the bottom right corner, and that's what we're talking about there. Positional awareness, really being able to use that even once you pass the ball, and Chaotic makes himself available for that as MD puts it off of that sideboard and forwards. They sneak it home.
Good start for Msheireb Esports, striking first blood for them. Able to find that goal, and let's see if there is a response from Tokyo Verdy, or if the side of Msheireb Esports will run away with it. Here's Maxu going for a decent shot attempt towards the far post. MD will corral it, slam it against the side wall, and push it downfield. Here's Kaizen. Out of the corner, Maxu, difficult attempt, back over to LCT, good bicycle kick play to clear it downfield. Now an open chance here for Maxu, back over, good attempt there, and LCT whiff his shot. Maxu once again back, a barrage of attacks here going towards the way of Msheireb Esports, but they stand strong and hold their own. More aggression coming out from LCT. We'll go for the double tap, can't find it, Realize trying to make something happen. Good demo there from Kaizen, might mean MD has a little bit more room with it. LCT will get to the boost first, get to the ball first, and look to clear it downfield.
And it's interesting because if you asked me to pick a weak point in Verdy, I don't think I could do it. These players are so well matched to each other, and they know each other's playstyles inside and out, whether from playing together or against each other. They all really, really know each other very, very well, and there's no weak point in that team. And that is often something that you can target as an opponent, but they work so well together that that's not an advantage that Msheireb has here. Now, though, Msheireb on top means that question is taken away a little bit. Kaizen, really great control of the ball there. We'll send another one home. Tokyo Verdy maybe just that little bit too keen for the goal. All pushed up and a little overextended, out of position there.
Yeah, Msheireb Esports trying to run away with this one. Not a lot of time for the side of Tokyo Verdy. Still 1 minute and 48 seconds, but if Msheireb are able to play solid on the defensive end, as you see, LCT, can't see it on your screen, but I can see it. His ping has spiked back up. Unfortunately for him, as you see him whiff that shot, definitely uncharacteristic of him. Maybe a chance, though, for Realize. It's going to ricochet off the sidebar, back over to Realize, and he's going to tap it in. They're going to cut this lead in half with 1 minute and 30 left to go. Plenty of time now as they will find the back of the net.
Yeah, great control out of Realize there. Really kept it close to his chest and played it in at the end there. LCT actually spiking into the 300s right now. This tells me it's not server issues, though, and they're going to have to just play out, and it's not happening for them at the moment. They have one under their belt, but they need another. Kaizen, a great touch there, actually. The pre-flip to get to that, carrying him well high enough to get there. MD is going to flog this back downfield. This is the kind of play they need to actually avoid when in such dominant control of the ball. They need to find each other or keep it slow enough to maintain control themselves, and it is taken away. They do still have possession of it somewhat. They still have the pressure, put it that way, and they're putting shots on. Maxiu is going to let that be passed to him by LCT. Good communication there as Kaizen gets it back. Again, the pressure on, mounting again on Tokyo Verdy, and only just over 30 seconds remaining. They have to get on this fast. MD keeping it up into their side is going to make it difficult for them. Chaotic in that back corner. Sends it upfield. MD will go for the redirect. Can he get it? He does, but there's no speed on it. LCT will put it away with 20 seconds left. There is very little time.
Oh, but Maxu trying to force this one in. MD, he can't get it. What a play from Maxu. Goes low, finds the bottom right corner. And that was just a great heads-up play from Maxu. He just says, to hell with it. I'm just going to slam it in. Uses himself as almost a shield and bodies his way forward. 17 seconds to go. And it's a tied game.
I mean, he just read the ghost defense so well there. Pushes that forwards and takes it. There's the call from LCT talking about his ping there. It is back now, though, at only 8 ping, and now comes back downfield. Opportunities for LCT, but Chaotic will take it away. We're looking at overtime.
Okay, golden goal opportunity here in Tokyo Verdy. If they win this, they will get a 2-0 lead in this series, so it's pretty crucial that Msheireb Esports are able to pick up this victory. 2-0, not insurmountable in the best of 7, but definitely not the best place to be as Chaotic. It would advance the ball forward. And MD out of the corner, trying to get things going. Kaizen a little bit too far forward, can't adapt to that touch. Msheireb Esports gonna settle. Here's Chaotic battling with LCT. LCT gonna win out that 50-50. Maxu gonna hold his nerve, go for the bump instead. Here's Realize up against MD. MD immediately there first. More demos on the goal line have been common and have been encroaching on these players, making it so difficult to get these defensive plays going. There's always someone trying to get you off the pitch here as Realize. Off the sidewall, has a lot of boost to work with, actually. He's going to go for the air dribble in as Chaotic is able to win out on that 50-50 and clear it downfield. Good two-man game from Maxu and Realize. Great touch pass over to MD, and he will be able to corral it, push it out of the corner. Off the back wall it will go. MD, good shovel clear out. Now Chaotic popping it up for himself. Here's the air dribble going coast to coast. LCT has to be there in time. He's not. Coast to coast play for Chaotic. He slams it home at the other end. And just like that, it's going to be Msheireb Esports tying up the series at 1-1.
It is not very often that you see Tokyo Verdy out mechanicked, and that is the case here. Msheireb showing up in every way conceivable. They have had great control. They've had control of the pitch and the ball at times, really prove that they can take advantage of their opportunities, create the opportunities, and now they've proven that they can use the mechanics they have to solo play as well. An unbelievable play to finish things by Chaotic will mean that the first one will go to them.
A very close game, and now that game advantage already gone for Tokyo Verdy. Now in a tied series here. Now it is a best of 3. Got to win 3 in a row. First 3 there will win. It's going to be so evenly matched, especially considering how this first game went. Unless Tokyo Verdy just were not ready, and we talked about the rust, could be a factor as they have not played in a decent amount of time. So let's see if this was just their warm-up game, and now they're all ready to go. Definitely did feel like a bit slower, but also credit that to Msheireb and how they played on the defensive end really made it difficult for Tokyo Verdy to get what they wanted on offense.
I do want to look at the stats of LCT there. Only 1 shot. Everybody else in the game topping at least 3. But LCT was the one that had those ping issues. So you have to look at that and evaluate if he can get through a game without these issues of, I mean, basically pure disconnection was what he was facing there. What effect that'll have on the game. I mean, it was close enough as it was. Msheireb are extremely strong right now. They shouldn't be underestimated, even if LCT is playing at his best potential here.
Absolutely, especially at this point. But Maxu looks to get a freebie already after a couple of seconds of play, but Kaizen will be able to get there in time. Now as an air dribble play over against Realize, we'll take it to Maxu instead. Kind of Realize probably halfway through they didn't have a shot on target. Now it's going to be Maxu out of the corner. Will ricochet down over to Realize and fall right into his car, but it is a good interception play from the side of Msheireb Esports. Out of the corner, MD's got a great shot on target. LCT there just in time to nudge it forward just enough to re-angle the ball. Now a chance here for the side of Tokyo Verdy as they play out of the corner, trying to get any sort of advantage here. It looks to be MD taking it towards the corner. Great pass here, trying to get things going, but it's once again thwarted by the Tokyo Verdy defense, and both teams ping-ponging this back and forth, waiting for any sort of advantage.
Oh!
It's going to be MD flying forward. Glorious touch out of the top right corner, and MD going to strike first here in game 2.
An incredibly cleanly taken shot there, lined it up, had it from a mile away and placed it exactly where he had planned. Everything about that was so clean and calculated. Msheireb up by one massive goal.
And it looks like they're taking it to him, but LCT going to play off the back iron. It's going to be realized right there in front. Maxu will chip it over to the Msheireb Esports half just to get a bit more time to get back for boost. And now Maxu, he's going to take his attempt, go battle against Kaizen. Didn't get the demo on him, unfortunately, so we'll still be able to get a lot of time on this ball. Chaotic going to shovel this one down into the midfield. And we'll go into the corner now for Realize. He'll play this off the ceiling, going for the flick, going for the air dribble forward. Has his teammates right in front of him. Maybe got nudged, actually, by Maxu, which disrupted him just enough to not score the goal. LCT trying to get some sort of IQ play going against Chaotic with the fake. Can't find it there. And both teams not using the demo as much as they previously have. Definitely interesting to see that. Just more mechanical outplays and such. The leak out here for Chaotic, shoveling over to Kaizen. It's going to go into the corner and alleviate some pressure.
You see stuff like that out of Chaotic and the planned high mechanic plays, and you really see why he's showing off that Nexus title in his name and profile picture, being that they are that freestyling community. I've seen him show up in freestyle competitions even. He's an incredibly skilled player in that field, and when it comes to clever plays, he is available to Msheireb and makes himself so in such a magnificent way. I mean, he ended the last game with a full field air dribble, air rolling the entire way, but LCT doesn't need the mechanics when it ends up right in front of net and just hammers it home.
Finally, when the ping is good, LCT is able to pop off like he has been throughout this tournament. Tokyo Verdy look on form when he is playing at his best. He is really the motor of this Tokyo Verdy offense. And now Tokyo Verdy tied up the game and looking to increase on this lead, but a demo here from MD. He's going to get a free shot on target, just cannonballing that one right into the back of the net, and MD will score here 2-1 off the kickoff.
Cannonballing is right. I think I heard the shot. It was a little delayed there. That explosion right before he hit the ball. I'm not sure how much it affected the play, really. It probably actually made MD's shot harder, to be honest. But yeah, given that opportunity, Msheireb will take that every time. Tokyo Verdy have to be very, very careful that they don't underestimate their opponents here.
Whoa, terrible touches from MD. He's going to be out. Maxu going to come flying in, and Tokyo Verdy going to catch MES or Msheireb Esports with their tail between their legs, and just look like MD and Chaotic, a bit of miscommunication.
Yeah, I mean, I say don't underestimate your opponents, and then that happens. That's not what you want to see from Msheireb. Unfortunately, it is out of character for them, though, which is the positive coming out of that, I guess. MD, a great little touch off the ceiling, actually rewarded with a shot for it, but blocked away fairly easily by LCT in position well and truly. Kaizen will follow that one up and not quite get it past Kaizen. The 50 goes to ceiling and bounces straight down. MD's going to follow this one on backboard, but can't get it past Maxu. A shot from LCT will send it home, and what a passing play it is.
LCT continuing to be this offensive threat. Msheireb Esports have no answers for this corner play. And LCT just putting in a great spot away from the defender, making it simple for Tokyo Verdy to regain this lead and look to add on to it and really make this cushion stick against Msheireb Esports with Kaizen. Obviously has something to say about it. Gonna go low on two defenders. Has MD right in front, but LCT is there. Chaotic gonna read the touch. Gonna loft it over Realize with a great hit. It's actually gonna be LCT who gets rewarded with that. Realize with the pre-jump goes right into LCT, but Chaotic gonna bump him out of the play for now. And it will kind of meander around in this corner. Here's LCT. Gonna air dribble it in. Realize right in front. Maxu instead. It's gonna be a free shot on target. Nobody back on the goal line area. And LCT, Maxu, and Realize adding onto this lead, creating a large cushion for Msheireb Esports to not gain a lead away.
I mean, you can see why this is happening, though, and I was going to mention this earlier in the series, but it turned out I didn't need to. I will bring it up now, though. You don't want to let Tokyo Verdy have space. You don't want to let them have the time to think, because they will come in and out-mechanic you. They can solo play till the cows come home if you give them the opportunity to do it. So I understand why they're rushing these plays, but they have to do so in a calculated manner. And right now, it just looks like panic coming out of Msheireb, and rightly so, really. Not that it's a good thing, but I totally understand the panic coming out of them right now. Even one goal up against Msheireb. What a shot out of Maxiu. Incredible downfield play, but yeah, I mean, Tokyo Verdy are just such a threatening powerhouse right now. Can Maxiu get this to Chaotic? Kaizen, sorry, get this to Chaotic. Oh, it's gonna come off the corner. What a redirect by Chaotic. An incredible shot to bring them back within one.
He does answer your question, gets it to himself, and is able to flick it towards the far post. Cannot realize where that ball is going and will end up conceding there. So Tokyo Verdy only a 1-goal lead with 40 seconds, so plenty of time, especially if they are able to win the kickoff. It does go to Realize, though. He's got the air dribble away. It's going to go off the back iron. Not quite as Chaotic as there in time. He'll play it off himself. 30 seconds remaining, and they're forcing the issue. Msheireb really pushing the pace here, trying to get something going, but nobody back on the defensive end. LCT looking to leak out. He's just going to tap this one in. Kaizen, he's going away from it. He knows it's over. 20 seconds there, and they concede once again a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, definitely looking to be in Tokyo Verdy's favor going into this with only 20 seconds left. That's 10 seconds a goal. An incredibly tough ask, even at an easy point in time. And against Tokyo Verdy, that is not where they are right now. Realize, gonna slam that one all the way downfield there, just looking to keep possession and aggression here. Almost actually makes a shot out of it. Realize, one of the best solo players around. LCT goes up for that, but Maxiu takes that across the face of the goal, just trying to keep it clear of MD.
This ball will eventually drop to the ground, and Tokyo Verdy will reclaim this series lead and go up 2-1 after a bit of a flub in that game 1 matchup against Msheireb Esports. Are able to be back on form, and LCT really was the difference maker here when he was not lagging, when he was on point. Gex, it really felt like Tokyo Verdy could do no wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he topped the leaderboard for the game then. 3 goals, 4 shots, and 3 saves. He performed in every department on the field, and it really does show what LCT is capable of, and you know, where he sits in this team. I told you that there was no slouch here, and it's just proving to be true. LCT stepping up where anybody else on that team could as well, but he just had to have the ability to do it, really. Msheireb, though, I have to say they went down a disappointing way. It's not what you want to see. They made mistakes. It wasn't just a clean game out of Tokyo Verdy. It was mistakes out of Msheireb as well. And if they can clean that up, we go back to an even closer match.
Absolutely. Well, it is a very important game here for Msheireb Esports. You got to win this one. You do not want to be down 3-1. And every game after that will be a do-or-die scenario. Terrible place to put yourselves in. So, will be Msheireb Esports trying to stop that from happening and tie up this series at 2-2. Definitely a closer matchup than I really expected, to be honest, after considering what they did in that first series. Going to be LCT. Good bicycle pass over to Realize. He'll leave it over for Maxiu. LCT going to leave it up, and actually Chaotic going to send this one downfield. This will find the back of the net. Chaotic will not even need to tap it in. It will find the back of the net. Msheireb Esports go up first once again, but we've seen this before. Msheireb Esports need to do a better job of adding on to this lead, guys.
And this is the kind of goal that you do expect to be scored against Tokyo Verdy occasionally. Right. They play such an aggressive play style that is bound to happen at some point. You want to try and minimize that and gain the lead as fast as you can elsewhere in the match if you're going to take those risks. It is a risk and reward scenario, but generally it pays off for them. That time it didn't. Now, only 40 seconds into this match, it is looking good for Msheireb, but 1 goal does not win a match against Tokyo Verdy, especially with shots like that saved away well by Chaotic.
Oh, out of the corner here. Great drop down from Maxiu. Kaizen is there with the shovel clear out of the pitch. And we'll take a wild bounce, but LCT not actually all over it. Kaizen as well, just flying for nothing as Maxu. Good pass over to Realize. Here's the boost play. Good flick trying to bait out MD. Is able to fly off the backboard. LCT gonna nudge this one. A subtle shot here for Maxu. It goes back over to LCT. Ricocheting off the backboard. So much happening there. But Tokyo Verdy not able to find the back of the net crucially. But Maxu gonna come soaring in, diving his way, nose diving forward, and finding the back of the net. 1-1 for Tokyo Verdy.
And as that clear came out, it was slow and lobbing, and I saw this coming because what Tokyo Verdy did so well there was boost starving. Msheireb had nothing left in the tank, and they, even while they were available and their rotations were good, they just had nothing left in them. They could not make it back to the goal, let alone the ball.
Let's see if Kaizen
can
opportunity. Use this body block here for Chaotic, rather. There was a chance there for Msheireb, and they've definitely been using that play a lot with that demo on the keeper. Definitely more than Tokyo Verdy, and it really needs to happen. You need to play a different and unorthodox style to really beat the best team and Realize not going to be able to find that shot. Chaotic with a great attempt there. A booming shot towards the top corner. Chaotic really putting the team on his back here. Msheireb Esports regain the lead.
Not just an attempt, but a insanely well-placed shot on the far end of the goal. Clears the defender well and truly and secures it. Chaotic has been the one that has had to step up on Msheireb so many times. He is that mechanical god coming through for the team, and it's really coming forward. You know, Chaotic, he's always been a fantastic player, but in the last 6 months, there's been so much growth, and that's saying something because he is also one of the veterans of the region, and you don't really expect that kind of growth out of a player so experienced. He's really pushing himself to be one of those top players in the region, and it's showing right now.
Absolutely, and let's see if they can add on to this lead, or if Tokyo Verdy can get something done. Here is Maxu out of the corner against MD. They'll leave it for Realize. Great attempt there, but Kaizen with the save. Right over to Chaotic. He'll have a chance. Good pass over to MD. He tries to chip it right back over to Chaotic. They'll go back for the possession, but it looks like Maxi maybe has a chance with it. No boost, though. He'll still get the demo on Kaizen. He'll look to drop this one down right in front of the net. Realize is there. Looking for the double tap. Great pass over to LCT, but once again, they cannot use these passes. They're just getting more and more touches with them, not really advancing the ball to any threatening level. Msheireb Esports are okay to just play with this and just defend well and defend consistently. Nothing too dire from Tokyo Verdy to really put Msheireb Esports on their toes. A good flick shot there from Chaotic, a precarious spot. It's going to be pre-jumped actually from Maxu. LCT flying forward, going to go for the double tap. He'll read Chaotic's attempt. It's going to be Realized going lower corner. MD with the shot and clear away. And Maxu trying to get something done here, but with 1 minute and 30 seconds, Msheireb looking to hold on to this lead as Kaizen is now DC'd. Oh, it's so unfortunate there for both sides. Come on.
Yeah, an unfortunate thing again. Probably looking at that bug again. He has returned and is in a good fashion and just in time. Kaizen into the corner there. MD takes control before LCT can really do much with it. It will go back to MD again here as he takes it. Tries to get it below Maxu, but Maxu reads it on the ceiling. An incredible play out of him as another great play comes out of Kaizen here. He's come back in very warm after that disconnect, and he is ready for this. Gets tapped down. Chaotic, a great read. He's out of boost, but so's MD. There's no chances here as Kaizen taps it in. Anytime they have this aggression is more time ticked off that clock, though, and they are in the lead. Maxu looks for the flick, but it's not in. LCT is the one to send it home and even it up with 36 seconds left on the clock.
It was such a great play. Maxi with like the musty flick pass of the century, and LCT going to be able to find the back of the net because of it. That was a great team play from Tokyo Verdy to tie up this game. With 36 seconds left to go here, it is anyone's contest. MD, he's going to get on a shot on target first, but Realize is there with the 50-50 to go into Chaotic's hands. He's got some work to do with a waterfall down, but Realize is there with the touch. It's still in a dangerous spot, though, for Tokyo Verdy. Another set play from Msheireb. Good chip over one. The defense has been struggling, but it is a chancey for Realize. He's going to take the shots, and LCT was flying forward on that side of your screen. was not able to find that shot attempt. LCT, 8 seconds to go here. He's going to fly up on the sidewall. Going to look for a pass play over to Realize. MD to clear it downfield. Still a chance, though, for Maxu. Kaizen thwarting that attempt, but it's still in a dangerous spot. A precarious situation for LCT and company. They're going to leave it down for Realize. He's still not done. 0 seconds to go. Maxu right in front of the net.
Panic.
Here's a chance here for Maxu. He's going to find the top corner, and they're going to take the game. 3-1 in the series, 3-2 in the game. Beautiful team play from Tokyo Verdy. Beautiful play from Realize to keep that play alive.
Watching Msheireb there leading up to that, they nearly guaranteed Tokyo Verdy that goal. They were just so nervous. They were trying to clamber for the ball, but they were one step, Tokyo Verdy was one step ahead of them the whole time. Msheireb ended up out of position. There was one in goal, but you leave any chance, and Tokyo Verdy takes it. They take it well, and they take it home. They have one more game to take if they want to take it home right now.
Yeah, and that's the absolute heartbreaker there, especially considering the way Msheireb Esports are playing that game. The players are ready to appear eager to get into this next game after a very close game once again, but Tokyo Verdy, just a barrage of shots on target, looking to be 15 shots, and when you're giving up 15 shots on your net, you're bound to lose the game, especially with the way Tokyo Verdy were being so accurate with a lot of their attempts.
They just had so much control. I mean, look at Tokyo Verdy's ball possession, 58%, and their field domination, 69%. Nice. Incredibly, just massively dominant game, despite the only 1-goal lead and an overtime for that.
Well, looks like the players are joining up here for the potential last game of the night. Will be Msheireb Esports taking on Tokyo Verdy, game number 5, I believe, of this game. So potentially 4-1 here for the side of Tokyo Verdy. Msheireb, do or die now for every single game until game 7 if they are able to get there. Let's see what the response is from Msheireb, because they have been playing solid throughout this series. Just a couple of unforced errors really making it difficult. They've been able to score first in a majority of these games, but they really have not been able to make it stick. Great redirect play. It's going to go off the back iron. LCT with the tap in. Realize trying to steal it away from his teammate. Won't do it. And LCT gets the points and gets the score.
And Chaotic, it's so rare that he misses a read off of that backboard on defense like that, but he does miss it this time, and it is so crucial. And 1 goal up. It is the first time in a while that Tokyo Verdy has started, you're right, in the lead here. And MD, what an angle, nearly makes it. It hits the post and comes outward, though, as LCT takes a long lobbed shot downfield. Chaotic should be able to take back control for MD. That's a shot. LCT can't make it back in time. MD scores one back and evens it up.
All right, tied game here. Msheireb Esports will not go quietly in the night as MD gonna bounce this off the floor. LCT not able to get there in time. Msheireb Esports remaining aggressive and remaining with their offensive tendencies, really forcing the issue against Tokyo Verdy. Getting these demos here, creating a lot of space off the backboard. It will go for Kaizen. He'll go for the double tap read, and Maxu will be there instead with the double tap in the corner. Now we'll try to maneuver this ball downfield, but Chaotic, great flick, but it's not going to be enough, as it will be over towards the midfield line, as nobody was in contention for that pass. And now it's going to be LCT to control it. Good demo from Maxu to create some space. Chaotic into the void. He goes back alive now. It's going to be MD. Will get hit out of the play. Kaizen going for the double tap off the sidewall. Realize bit of a difficult shot to handle. And it looks like Tokyo Verdy going to be getting bumped off the goal line as well. So now a new thing they have to worry about. But Maxu doesn't care about it. He's going to go for the shot attempt. It ricochets off Kaizen, almost going into their own net. And Msheireb Esports going to get out of that alive, barely. Still more chances, though, for the side of Tokyo Verdy, but they're not able to capitalize quite yet.
Incredibly difficult save to make, though, and doing very, very well not to own goal at Kaizen there. That's a good center, though, from LCT, and they're under so much pressure. Tokyo Verdy just mounting that pressure again and again and again, as MD actually, with very little boost, gets a fake on one, looking to do it again, but doesn't get the touch over Realize. Kaizen now into the corner, will double back as Maxu has firm control on that ball.
Well, now Maxu has some time in the sidewall. Gonna dish it out over to Realize, but Kaizen able to intercept this. Might find the back of the net. LCT able to down that ball and able to settle it down for now. Realize now has a chance with it. We'll go for the pass over to Maxu, but MD is there first. Now off the sidewall he goes, but with no boost, it'll be a sporadic touch if that. Now LCT playing off the backboard for Realize. He's coming downfield. He's going to spike it down off the floor. Beautiful play out of Tokyo Verdy to regain control of this game.
Could be wrong, but I don't think it was just the board. I think it was the defender as well. No, Chaotic didn't quite reach it. Realize definitely making his mark there as just that slightly maybe more consistent player, but you have to admit Msheireb is also under more pressure here. I mean, this is the team to beat, and they have shown up so hard. They have made this so much more of a contest than anybody was expecting so far, and it's not looking to be over just yet. This is match point, but Tokyo Verdy only up by 1. It's still winnable by Msheireb.
Seen God's bleed before. Tokyo Verdy have not looked on form over the last couple of games. We've seen their exposed tendencies being exposed rather, as Kaizen gonna play this off the corner, looking to give Chaotic a shot on target. He's gonna get the demo on LCT instead, trying to create more space. A dangerous pass from Realize will be intercepted. MD gonna score this one away, and a costly mistake there for Tokyo Verdy, a defensive breakdown, if you will. And at Msheireb Esports gonna find the tied up game, and very close here with 2 minutes to go.
Yep, that's just what happens. You end up all 3 members in the same corner. You shoot past that corner, it's all over. Tokyo Verdy letting one go there, really off of a large rotational mistake, opening up their defense to an easy shot will allow Msheireb to even up. MD now looking to try and more than even up, but take back the lead. Kaizen on it now, will get it past MD, but it will get away from them as MD takes a low shot trying to take back control, but Realize does get it past. Now a great center, it's got to be in. Maxu takes an easy shot.
Yeah, that is a great goal, and that's what they've been doing the whole tournament. We've seen that play so many times before. Just a great shuffle pass into the midfield area, so easy. Kaizen cannot contest that, especially when it's moving at that speed. It's so difficult to read. And now with 1 minute and 30 seconds, this is where the defense from Tokyo Verdy has got to improve. They have to be a bit more stubborn on the defensive end, cannot be as eager to go for any shot they want, need to be more disciplined. It's going to be LCT out of the corner, will get a whiff, and now Kaizen has MD ready. Good pop-up from MD, but Realize should be able to clear that away. Chaotic almost there in time. LCT will go low, Chaotic bounces it up for MD. A chance now for side of Msheireb. MD gonna leave it in for Kaizen. Maxu right there in the nick of time with 1 minute to go here. LCT just trying to buy time, buy space. Will leave it into the corner. All this time being eaten off the clock is good for the side of Tokyo Verdy, but now a chance as it ricochets back down the other side of the pitch. Msheireb Esports waiting for their opportunity. MD has a shot on target. LCT has the easiest save of the night. But Chaotic bar down once, twice, 3 times. No way, it's not gonna find the net. That could have been the tied goal here for Chaotic. And Msheireb Esports, they won't find it. MD gonna go low off the backboard. 30 seconds to go here in this game. Realize trying to get something going with LCT. Chaotic and Msheireb Esports trying to gain this goal and keep the series, keep their hopes of first place alive. But LCT have 17 seconds now. They just need to clear this downfield once or twice more, and they will be your champions of the Overlap Asian Cup number 4. LCT, good pass off the sidewall. 5 seconds, 6 seconds actually. 5 seconds to go now. Maxu clearing it downfield once again off the back iron. Gonna look to demo as well. Buying so much time. Realize we'll get one more goal for good measure. He'll leave instantly. They done. They know what they did. Overlap number 4, Asian champions. It's gonna be Tokyo Verdy taking it over Msheireb Esports 4-1.
I think it's basically what we called that 4-1 scoreline. One early match going the side of Msheireb, but man, they put up more of a fight than I thought they would. An incredibly good decision and well-used positioning on field to take that demo at the end guarantees one final goal to finish it all off for Tokyo Verdy. They secure their position once again as the top team in the region. They are seeming near unstoppable right now, but Msheireb have really, I think, earned a place in our hearts tonight. They have played an unbelievable game. They have really, really secured their own position here in the region as well as one of the top, one of the legends of Asia. An incredible series out of them, and no disrespect to them at all for the loss here. Very well played game, but Tokyo Verdy on top as always.